Hey, how's it going everybody? Harrison George here with the Harrison George team. What people don't realize is that most people pay 2 to 3 times the price of their home in interest over the course of a 30-year period. But there is a way in the world to actually flip the script. Keep your cash, obliterate interest, and pay off your home in about a third of the time without increasing monthly payments. It's actually called the all-in-one loan. We're going to walk you through the 30-year mortgage, the all-in-one loan, and then we're going to talk about some of the philosophies behind this mortgage, and you're never going to look at mortgages any different. A traditional 30-year mortgage uses a simple amortization schedule. I would say it's not so simple at the end of the day because how amortization schedules work is incredibly convoluted and complicated. Now, once you understand the math behind it, sure, you can say that it's pretty simple. A 30-year mortgage is really going to be front-loading this interest, kind of putting you into a trap at the end of the day. A 30-year mortgage causes issues with liquidity problems. Most people have cash sitting in low yield accounts while paying high interest to banks. We're talking about individuals having money sitting in their checking and savings account, the best account for banks to have money sitting in so that you can make a mortgage payment back to the bank. It's this trap that inevitably gets individuals stuck in the, hey, I haven't been able to save any money over the last 10 years, 15 years. I'm getting close to retirement. Hey, I want to retire sooner than I thought I needed to retire. This is taking a very passive approach to debt elimination, housing solutions, and at the end of the day, the direct influence of individuals' goals. We're looking at passive debt versus active strategy. So now let's briefly go over the all-in-one. I'm sure you guys likely are here. You've understood a little bit about this all-in-one loan. You can certainly check out some of our previous videos on this all-in-one loan. What is the all-in-one? At the end of the day, the all-in-one is a first lien HELOC. Now it's the first lien HELOC in the United States that I'm aware of. At the end of the day, this product is both your mortgage and your bank account. Every dollar you earn gets applied 100% to your mortgage balance, reducing your daily interest. Because remember, your interest on this loan is calculated every single day of the month based off of what you owe. So as you put money into it, your balance is reduced, you're paying less interest even while you're waiting to spend that money on your next credit card statement or car payment. Now, the cool thing about this loan is, unlike a 30-year mortgage, instead of having the money trapped in the walls of your home, it actually allows you to pull money out at any time. You are completely liquid. It calculates interest daily, not like a monthly mortgage where a 30-year mortgage is going to have your payment calculated the day you take the loan out. At that mortgage balance, $400,000, great. Month 1 or 121. Your principal and interest is going to add up to the same number every single month for the entire 360 months of that product. That doesn't take place in an all-in-one loan. As that balance goes down, and mind you, every dollar you earn goes to your mortgage balance. Now, yes, your payment is based off of what you owe daily, and that is an interest expense. But as that balance comes down, you save more money monthly. So if you're currently saving $1,000 a month and your mortgage payment decreases by $500, great. Now you're saving $1,500 a month, meaning that $1,500 stays in that mortgage balance at the end of every month, paying it down. So every month your $1,500 plus whatever additional interest you're saving by having the money in the account every single month. It creates this almost exponentially faster payoff of your mortgage. Now that's all fine and dandy when we're just talking about robotic numbers online. This product builds in the opportunity to have those, something took place. Oh no, I lost my job. Oh no, I have to go to the hospital. Oh no, my car needs to be replaced. My wheels need to be replaced. I need to take care of this large expense. Beautiful. 30-year mortgage is having your money trapped away. If you don't make money in your household and you want to get access to funds in your 30-year mortgage, good luck. You're going to be going into a very unique, perhaps even hard money loan. This product says, great, you have a $400,000 line of credit. You've done pretty well over the course of the last 4 or 5 years. You now owe $200,000 and you need access to that because some emergency took place in your life. That's okay. The difference between your line of credit and your mortgage balance is how much you have available to you. That active savings account. It's not doing nothing like your current savings account. This product is going to allow those passive funds. It's going to put your lazy money to work. Now let's talk about the Oreo. I know that many of you have heard about this Oreo in a previous video. We'll quickly go through it. Essentially, the O means let's obliterate this debt. Hey, I have a car, credit card, student loans, personal line of credit, and so on, plus my whole mortgage. But I've built up a bunch of equity because COVID time frame let my home value go from 200 to 2 million. I'm just kidding. That's not real math. But at the end of the day, this O is going to allow for individuals to say, hey, I have all this equity in my home. Really wish I could use that to pay off this high interest debt. Perfect. Let's pull money out, utilizing this all-in-one loan, again, big line of credit, and let's pay off that debt. It's likely that that debt over here that's not your mortgage debt has a lower balance in many instances than your mortgage, but a much higher payment. Let's flip it around. Let's put that into the mortgage. Yes, you still have total dollars earned is the same, but total money saved is incredibly larger than it was maybe just right before you did this loan. And that leads us into our next point. As you start paying that balance down because you're saving more money monthly, you're going to build up the R, the reserve accumulation. Those assets are going to start to grow as you save more and more money by paying off that debt. And by paying off that debt, we're going to want to expand through smart acquisitions, the E. Let's take that money. And our engine in the household, the way I describe it, the engine in a household is the income coming into my all-in-one. If I could add another engine, what could that be? That could be a rental property, it could be a whole life policy, it could be a short-term rental, it could be any investment, starting a business, whatever you can think of, as long as it's that income generating engine, you're now using the money from the all-in-one, pulling it out, increasing your balance, and deploying it into something else that's also going to start depositing funds into this account. And then let's start over. Let's optimize and eliminate again. And we're just going to repeat. So we're going to use that new income going into your mortgage to pay that balance down so you can go and deploy into another opportunity. Now, lastly, who's this loan for? By all means, this is not a product for everyone. We would like to be able to offer this to everyone, but in many instances, there are requirements to get into a product like this. Credit scores over 700 or 720. Again, you can look at all of this in our previous videos. We need to see assets. The total line of credit you have in a primary residence is going to be 80% of the value of your home. If it's a $500,000 property, you get a line of credit of $400,000. Depending on your debt to income ratio, we need to see $40,000 to $60,000 in liquid assets, not equity in homes, not cars, not silver or gold in your mattress. I'm talking about checking, savings, stocks, bonds, 401k, whole life cash value. Reach out to us if you have questions on those potential reserves. It's possible that your reserves may fall outside of that list that I just mentioned. Another requirement of a product like this product is highly beneficial for people who are cash flow positive. If you earn $1,000 a month and you spend $1,200 a month, this product is not going to be the right product for you. Now, obviously, if your expenditures are really high because you have a lot of debt elsewhere, but plenty of equity in your home, it's possible by doing this loan, allowing for you to save more money monthly may actually be more beneficial than sticking out with what you're currently in. That is why we always like to say, let's just have a conversation. Let's walk through your scenario. That is the best part of this product. It is tailored to each individual person. And as long as you just follow the path and say, great, I do the loan, I set up my bank account, I change my direct deposit into it, I work on paying my bills through this all-in-one loan, I use my credit card for those smaller daily expenses and make sure I pay that off at the end of every single month, and I just rinse and repeat, you're perfect. I really appreciate you guys checking out this video. Feel free to check out our previous videos. Check out the simulator video if you're curious about this loan. It's a couple videos back. There's a way for you to determine if this product makes sense, or even if it makes sense to have a phone call with us. Obviously, I'm sure you've seen that we've partnered with Chris Noggle, Christy Van, Denzel Rodriguez. There's so many other individuals that we've had the benefit of communicating with, of learning about how they operate, teaching them how this first lien HELOC operates and the intricacies of it. And at the end of the day, it's possible we might have a really interesting video coming up here in the next couple of weeks with some really interesting individuals that I might have just mentioned a few minutes ago. Again, guys, really appreciate you checking out this video. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. Feel free to reach out to us in the description. As always, peace.